Hey guys, it's Dice Hoarder. I was looking to do something a little different compared to my usual speed paints on this channel because I'm kind of getting bored of them. I've been putting off recording this for like a month just because I'm very, very paranoid about how I speak. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time and I need to get my confidence up, so I thought this was a really good way to do that. I'm trying to edit out the lisp as best as I can, but I'm not very good at audio editing, that's the big problem. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the art I'm doing this speed paint here because it's kind of for a big thing that I'm now a part of. I've been wanting to do more of my art for a really long time, so like take part in big projects, get a lot more commission work done. And I was on Twitter one day and I found this Zine had some applications open. For those of you who don't know what a Zine is, it's basically a magazine designed by people who aren't professionals. It's usually a fan-made project and they're made on a specialised subject area. And this one in particular is on Sonic the Hedgehog, as you could probably tell from what I'm drawing. The basis behind this fan design was a really interesting one in my opinion. So there's been some drama in the community about OCs and official characters being interlinked, and this person looked at the situation and went, let's make a Zine celebrating that, which I think is really nice. So the design is called I Can Only Imagine. They've got their own Twitter page, which I'll link below, and they've also got their own website they've got up and running at the moment, which I'll also link below. On the date of this upload, they should be putting the art onto that site, so you can view it straight from after watching this video if you like. This Zine's premise was about OCs and official Sonic characters interacting, and I wanted to take a slightly different approach to what most people are going to do. A lot of people automatically go for the romantic route with their characters in this, and as much as I love seeing people take official characters and use their personality to come back with their own OCs to make a really nice relationship, I wanted to do something a bit more than that. So I decided to go for a bit more of a platonic relationship between my OC and the character I picked to go with her. I decided to go for Wave the Swallow in this project because growing up he was one of my favourite characters because I was addicted to playing Sonic Riders on the Xbox. And plus the whole my OC being an engineer and her being an engineer, I thought that kind of worked really well and it's kind of natural to do so. So I thought a piece of art with them, with their extreme gear, was kind of fitting for this. So I played a lot of Sonic Riders growing up, like from the ages of 9 to maybe 11 or 12, I played this religiously. I love racing games, they're one of my favourite genres, and I had access to play this game nearly all the time, whereas stuff like Mario Kart and Wii and that, I wasn't allowed without permission from parents. It was a weird household. I wanted to play stuff on larger screens than stuff like Mario Kart DS, which I had to play on the DS screen, which is quite small. And my dad put this on our Xbox and I ended up really enjoying this game. I think the fact this game didn't use cars was also a really big appeal for me. Like most racing games are car based and it gets old really fast. And to see that these guys were basically using hoverboards it provided a fresh thing to the genre, I thought, in my 8-year-old mind. So my strongest memory of this game was I'd been grinding for hours and hours to get all of the Sega All-Star characters in this so you can get push game. And I'd gone away for a week with my school for an end of year trip for you've passed your SATs, and which are the most inconsequential exams that you can ever take. And I came back to find that my brother had managed to unlock them all by playing an hour or two of it because I had grinded so close to that goal. 11-year-old me was so gutted at that, but I mean you can't really win everything, and looking back on it, that was kind of a stupid thing for me to get annoyed at my younger brother for. So I based this piece off of Sand Ruins, which is one of the final stages of the main game. And I remember being so stressed trying to complete this level at like age 10 because I was so close to getting that time goal to pass on to the next part of the game, and I just couldn't do it. And then I got a similar frustration trying to draw this temple in the background, and I kind of regret picking this level, but I don't at the same time because I could have picked a lot worse levels to try and draw in the background, and I'm glad I actually picked this one. Growing up, I know I didn't play a lot of waivers in this game. As soon as I got Roots unlocked, I played her non-stop with Shadow's gear, which was just used. And I really regret that now because as an adult, I just love Wave as a character. I think she's much more well written than Ruth in my opinion at some points. I don't know, I just think her personality works off Jet and Storm so well. And it's so fun watching her contrast and her seriousness compared to them just not being that serious. It also sucks that this is the only installment of the series that I've actually played. I've never had the opportunity to play Zero Gravity or Free Riders, and they look a lot of fun to play, and it really sucks that I never got to. I mean, I had the consoles to play them. It was just at that time we never really got new games, and I did not have the money to go out and buy these games. When I found out about them existing while searching for the Sonic Wikipedias, as I was growing bigger and bigger into the fandom. So this is the only game I've played of the Sonic Riders series, and I really want to get the others at some point. And I would probably never get to play them because my family's Wii is in their house, and I'm currently at uni, and I'm going to be permanently moved out by next September. And we ended up selling our old Xbox 360s because no one ever used them. So that kind of sucks, you know. Anyway, I think that's enough of me rambling about whatever the hell things turned into, because this was going to be me talking about Zine, but it ended up me talking about Sonic Riders. I'm not using a script. I find scripts really stressful. They make my anxiety really peak, and given that I have problems with my speech anyway, I think it's just easier to freeform talk. This was kind of an experiment, just to see if people like this kind of stuff, and if I am understandable during this kind of stuff. And if I am, and people really like this, I might continue doing stuff like this, because, you know, it's kind of therapeutic talking to myself and recording it.